Please, please, please put out this fire so that I don't lose my house again. Or at least a good portion of my house again. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here. We are back in the Icarus beta with a giant storm coming. And I really hope this doesn't go as bad as it did last time. This would be my third house I've tried to build. Two of which I've actually built successfully, and a storm came and obliterated everything that I had worked on. And this is another fairly severe storm, so we'll see what happens. But, well, it's not. I mean, it's a storm. It's not the worst storm that can possibly come up, but it's a storm. So hopefully everything goes well and we don't lose all our progress. But I do still have to build the roof, and I don't have enough materials for a bedroll yet. But yeah, let's just start with these little roof tiles. Let's see if I can get this thing pieced together before everything goes to crap. I hit level 7, so that's good. Let's go boom boom. Alright, we need boom and boom. I'm gonna need 2 going across that way and the other way. Oh, yep, see, sure enough, there it is. Did I didn't build one yet. Fire whacker, craft. Okay, in my 7 slot. Oh boy, fire whacker, so that I can hopefully put out this fire. Please, please, please put out this fire so that I don't lose my house again. Or at least a good portion of my house again. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And I am dying because I am on fire. Maybe I should be outside to put out this fire. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna lose my house again. Lose my house again. Okay. Nope. Out. Go out. Okay. I'm alive. My water is very low and I am dying. I don't think I have... Okay, there's some damage. There's a tree on fire because of the storm. Hopefully I can get some berries or something to regenerate my oxygen, because all I've been doing in the last 30 minutes is gathering wood to build that house. I haven't been thinking about my oxygen or my water. And I don't see any berry bushes. Okay. Well, this is Icarus Beta Weekend 2. The storms are frustrating, to say the least. The inability to sustain a house for longer than, you know, an hour is a bit frustrating. My health is about half, I think. Appropriate. Am I still on fire, or what is going on? Yeah, I know I need water. Water is critical, but I think that's the only thing damaging me. There's my pod, and there is no, because the drop, the landing zone or whatever, was way out in the middle of nowhere. There is no water all that close to us. So you either need to sustain yourself on berries, or what's been introduced in this second beta week are caves. And I think every cave that I've come across so far has had water in it. However, there is a little bit of an issue if you stay in caves too long, and it has to do with you're breathing in, you know, hazardous mold or mildew or something like that, and it can lead to some other ailments. So you don't want to stay in a cave all that long. I'm gonna try and find a cave for you guys. There might be one somewhere in this little rock face over here. I'm not sure, but we do need some of this oxide as well. But first and foremost, I do need to find water. Let me just grab this one. Oh, actually I do have a little bit already. No caves. My water is low, and I'm getting further and further and further away from my base, which I'm not too excited about that, because I wanted to finally have a base that doesn't just go up in flames. And if I walk away from it, and another storm comes, there's a good chance my freaking base is gonna burn down again. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting far away from everything. By the way, this current beta is much larger than the last one. The playable area is much larger than the last one. I heard it was 4 times larger. However, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it is much bigger than that. I believe it is the entire forest biome, which I mean, as far as I can tell, is massive. I've traveled, if we just take a look at the map, I am down here, and that's where, you know, kind of where my base is. I've been like way over here and over here, and that leaves like at least this much of the map playable right now. So that's crazy. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I've run into level 100 wolves, because I guess there are levels tied to these guys now. It's a level 31. So it seems like the further you get away from your landing zone, the higher level the enemies get. And obviously, if I've run into enemies level 100 plus, I've kind of gotten pretty far away from base. But, oh, is that a wolf? No. Okay. Because sooner or later, I am going to die from frickin' water stuff. Dehydration. Oh boy. I need to find a cave. Cave have water. There was a cave somewhere around where I was building my base, but I found it almost immediately when I started playing. And coal, okay. And I haven't been able to find it since, for some reason. Oh, there's another berry bush. At a cave? Oh, I think it's... No? No? Dang it. Thought there was a cave in that little corner. Okay, let's consume all of this. That's a good start. Let me get a torch out. Hard to see, but is this breakable? Oh, yes it is. Okay, so let me show you. If we get, let's just kind of go in the middle. Grab our pickaxe. Sorry it is a bit difficult to see, but as soon as I crack this open, I will get my torch out and show you guys what's going on. Okay, so we are breaking a hole in this rock face. I don't know if all of these actually, I found a cave that I didn't have to break into. So there's, I'm sure, going to be several caves that you don't have to excavate in order to get into. But it does seem like there are several, because this is like the 3rd or 4th cave I've had to actually excavate. I haven't found one that's all that large just yet, and I don't know how large they're going to be in the future, but they mostly seem like, let me get this a little bit at the, where my feet are. Okay. Good. So just enough for us to get through, and a lot of these caves were really not that big, just enough for several little nodes of iron, and I think there was aluminum in the one, but I wasn't able to harvest it because I didn't have a good proper tools. This is copper. This up here is aluminum. I don't think I can harvest that. I can't. I need a better tool. Oh yeah, let me drink water, of course. And oh, a little bit of a lockup. Oh, thank you, game. Some iron. Oh, another little lockup. Platinum. Oh, okay. All right. I think we just went in a circle, but see, it's not that small, and in fact, this is the largest cave I have been in so far. So out of the 5 or so caves I've been in, none of them were all that big, and I don't know, like I said, how many or how big some of these caves will be in the final release, but it's pretty cool. And to be honest, it is worth harvesting some of these just for the experience. So like copper, for instance, I'm getting 70 for the mining, which is I think what you get for like oxite. I don't know why I can't get that piece, but okay. But there's some ore that you can mine that gives you much more experience. So if you're trying to grind your levels out, a good way to do it is finding some of these rare ores to mine. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more of this. So there's that. Iron, I think this gives us more. So 140, yeah. But just for the experience, I will harvest this up, but come on. There we go. Alright. So not bad. Oh, another lockup. Maybe it's the caves? Maybe it's the detail or the light or the water that's causing some of these hitches. But this is beta after all, so we'll see what happens. I wanted to get up to level 10 so I can get into the next tier of resources and stuff, or blueprints, because I did see water collectors, which I think is almost required where I built my base so that I can actually sustain myself. But I don't know if I'm going to make it before this beta weekend is over, just because, oh, there's water right there. Holy smokes. But there's a cave. There's several of them so far. I am very far from base, so wow, hello. So I am nervous that I'm going to lose my base again, unfortunately. But I think what I'm going to do is try and make my way back there, finish building my house, and hopefully I'm not going to completely run out of water just getting back to base, only to have to turn around and come back to get some water. Alright guys, I'm making my way back to base, and you might be wondering, why'd you bring us back when it's so dark? Well, because I made a little new item in my blueprints, and that is these flare arrows. And I was really excited to kind of try these out to see how good they are. So for instance, what I can do is I can launch out a warning. It's going to be very green here for a second, but bam, launch a flare arrow, and it keeps things, well, it doesn't keep things illuminated, but it does illuminate the area in which you project out the arrow, which is pretty neat. It helps you get a good idea of your surroundings temporarily, and I like that. But at the same time, you could also launch it straight up, and it will illuminate things for a little bit, but it also will make its way back down and relight up the area. So that's also something to keep in mind, because it does continue to illuminate for a bit. See, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I like this thing. It requires a little bit of sulfur as well as an arrow already made, so that's something to keep in mind. Let's kind of launch one forward. I was seeing if I could kind of half launch one so that it doesn't, it doesn't go so far, and it doesn't to stop lighting up the area I'm walking in. Of course, another hitch real quick. Moving from area to area, it seems like it hitches every once in a while, but it's pretty cool. I do like this thing. However, you're going to consume quite a bit of arrows and whatnot if you're traveling any sort of distance. You might be better off just popping your torch, but maybe if you're, coming up to an area like this, you got a little cliff edge, and you want to kind of see what you have going on the other side of the cliff, whether it's worth going down there or not, you can maybe illuminate it with an arrow real quick. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like the ability to shoot it straight up and then maybe have it come back down and maybe re-illuminate the area if possible, but we'll let it do its thing. It's going to help us illuminate this area again. But Yep, you guys can see it coming back down. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Now I have to find base, so I'm gonna find base. I'll come back with you guys during the daylight. Alright guys, so as you can see, the sun is coming up. It is morning, and I have almost completed my house. I have also dropped in from outer space because I managed to off myself. I came back, sure enough, I got a few things ready to go, and I was out of water, of course, of all things, out of water. And I just basically went over to the nearest cliff as my health was slowly ticking away and offed myself. But I didn't realize I was this close to level 8, as you can see in the top left-hand corner. And I wish I had just stuck it out and made it to level 8, because then I wouldn't have to basically grind for level 8 all over again. But it is what it is. The house took a little bit of a beating. I did manage to make some storage containers you can not really see here in the corner. So I managed to offload all of my things, and now I'm just kind of piecing myself back together for, well, I guess, I don't know, to just continue. We'll just get things going, get this house finished, hopefully. And you know what? I might, because these are going to survive. Well, actually, who knows when the beta's probably going to end. I'm going to lose all this stuff, so I might as well try to make the best use of everything I can. The iron ore I'll leave in here, the copper ore I'll leave in here, because I'll probably even never get around to using it. But anyways, let's do this. Let's grab what I have. I would like to make a bed, just to have a bed so I can respawn here, even though it's not too far from, you know. It's really... The bed is really useful when you want to spawn much further away from the drop site, but it is what it is. Let's get things fixed. I don't know if this uses resources. You'd think it would, but I don't know, maybe not. Let's see, what needs to be restored? I'll check. Okay, so we do have a floor that needs to be restored. Let's do this. We have... Okay. It definitely does, because we just used some, but 77 wood in that spot. We restored a little bit. Oh, interesting. I don't know. But maybe it needs to be more severe than that. Oh, like this one. Just remember 77. Couple of these places taken care of. This is my biggest gripe with the game, is restoring your structures. It makes it pretty much impossible to have multiple bases at once. And the reason you would have multiple bases is, for instance, I put this close to the drop pod because my goal was to create a little house that stored basically survival materials, a bow, you know, a couple tools, stuff that can, and a torch or whatever to get me by temporarily, if I needed to, you know, travel or get something done. This would be kind of my beginner starter reinforcement base, and then I'd eventually have an advanced base somewhere out in the world that I would really, you know, be harvesting some materials. Maybe it's in a really gorgeous spot and I just really love, you know, having a house like close to a waterfall or something like that. Then that would be, you know, the kind of the point. But if a storm's going to come through every once in a while and wipe away all my progress, you know, or you know, at least a base that I have on the other side of the map, it's going to wipe it out because I can't come back and fix it all the time, then that'd be, I don't know, it'd just be incredibly frustrating. Maybe when I get to stone bases, well, I don't know, maybe when I get further in the tech tree and I can build better structures, I won't have to worry about fixing things all that often. But I still feel like Because I've lost an entire wooden house like this overnight because of a thunderstorm. It literally, oh, there's a freaking wolf right there. It literally came through, the wind was blowing, my structure started to get a little bit damaged, and then thunder strikes, and my base was in flames. And, yeah, ooh, okay, I've never seen that before. But, anyways, yeah, my base was up in flames, and that was the end of that. No more base. And that happened twice to me before this base. And I was working on a third base way out on that side of the world, next to 2 caves. I thought it would be a good spot to kind of grind for some levels. There were 2 caves there. I started building a house, and a bear came through and just ate my face. So that was the end of that as well. So, anywho, here is base number 3, and definitely not the last base we'll build. But if I can get this completely squared away and a bedroll inside, I should have enough now that I just killed that wolf. But if I can get this squared away, that will make me very, very happy. I don't need this, so I'm gonna drop that. Come over here, we have this in place. We have, come on, this in place, and now if I swap, we have that in place, and we have this in place. If you're curious about how to build windows and doors in your walls, what you do is you hold the R key when you're trying to place them. That's what I did in order to swap this structure from left side to right side. You hold the R key and you can switch the design behind the wall or the roof. There are cornered roofs that you can switch, whether it's, you know, up and to the left or it's up and to the right. So that is how you do that. But I'm curious. I'm wondering structurally. What I did is I ran the corners all the way up to the roof, and then I just put these little structurals up to the foundation in the middles. You can see that I did here. I am curious if somehow the structural integrity of my base would be a little bit better if I ran some of these up to the roof. So what I'm going to do is going to try a few spots, see what happens. If I can even do it. It might not let me now that the walls are in place, but let's do this. Over here, and it looks like it will let me. If I hold the R key, oh, that's interesting. You got a vertical beam, a horizontal beam, and a diagonal beam. I didn't even know that was a thing. But, yeah, so that's the R key that I was talking about. If I go all the way up to the roof line, maybe that would be beneficial in some way. I don't know. But, hello, dear. Alright, well, this is going to, at some point, get wiped. So what I'll do is I'll run maybe some up to the roof here. Like so. And I'm not gonna lie, that does look terrible, but, you know. And then, you know what? Just for science, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, now that I have the roof reinforced, I am also going to reinforce it across this way. And during the next storm, if this wall takes little to no damage compared to this wall, then we've learned something. But yeah, I don't know. I really would hate to come back and fix my bases over and over and over and over again, because I really would love to have multiples of a lot of my bases. I actually think I can dismantle this, get some of my materials back, destroy. Yeah, a little bit. But, yeah, so that's that. We gotta look at the caves today. We did a little bit more base building. I think what I'll do to kind of finish off the episode is I want to head over to one of the more beautiful locations in this open beta. and kind of show you guys what it looks like over there. And maybe I'll get a level up on the way. I don't know. But I wanted to show you guys just a little bit of what's going on for Beta Weekend 2. We have the severe storms, obviously the consequences of living in a severe storm. Oh, wait. So also something else I think I want to show you. But severe storms, the consequences of buildings in severe storms, as well as the cave system. But the other thing I wanted to show you guys, which I didn't quite fully figure out the science for, is similar to being under a roof when a storm hits, or being in a cave when a storm hits. I've heard, and I wasn't able to test this fully because I think a wolf came and killed me, but I was hollowing out this stone so that I could stand inside of it when a storm came. And I believe as long as you have some sort of roof over your head, even if it's just this stone, you'll be able to survive. Obviously, you need a big enough stone to kind of hollow out. But what I heard, this is a thing. So if I have the opportunity to show this, or prove this is correct or not correct, I will do so before the end of the video. But alright, so sure enough, it looks like things are about to get pretty bad. We have a thunderstorm coming, and a severe thunderstorm coming shortly after that. And I think we're about to be at that point. We got some cooked meat. Let's consume that. I need some water, but unless I open my mouth and go, doesn't look like I'm going to get any of that. But storm coming. House potentially going to be obliterated after this storm. We will see. I'm going to grab some sulfur because I may need to make some of those flare arrows to venture forth. We'll see. Oh, but I'm not looking forward to this storm because I have no idea if everything I have worked towards up until now is going to get destroyed. The storm exposure, I'm going to let go up just a little bit, and then I'm going to test out this little theory here with this this rock. Water. Okay. Let me just craft up, while I'm here, several flare arrows. Let's not use all of my arrows, just in case. Let's just go 15. And I have exposure up to the O in storm. Let's see what happens. Oh, sure enough, there it is. Of course, I'm dying from lack of water, but here's proof. If you can hollow out a stone, stay underneath it, you can avoid storm exposure, which is awesome. I'm really glad I figured this out. This is definitely going to be a survival tactic I utilize in the future. But the biggest issue I'm having right now is I can hide here all I want and avoid exposure. However, my house, I'm sure, is going to just frickin' go up in flames here in just a moment. Oh, look at that. Tree on fire. Of course. So, yeah. Not good. I believe also in severe storms, trees can collapse and damage your structures. So that could also be a problem, getting a house too close to the forest. Let's go inside and try to stop our house from burning down or breaking down, whatever. I need to repair this as well. Repair. And I'm about to lose everything. About to lose everything. Can't wait. Stamina depleted. Oh, of course, because my lack of water. Alright. Well, here we are. Trying to keep the house from falling down. So I wanted to kind of see what is happening with these walls. Because this wall doesn't have the supports, the cross beams and all that. This one did. This one seemed to go down just as fast as this other wall. So I don't know if those cross support and extra stability from the posts really helped whatsoever. Of course, my stamina is depleted. Okay. Because of my lack of water. Doing my lack of oxygen as well, so I'll have to... do have some... No, I'm sure I have some in the box, but pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna lose my storage as well. I'm gonna lose my house. I think my house is gonna survive this storm, as long as it doesn't get, you know, jinxed, knock on wood, struck by lightning. But this is a, I don't know. It's a frustrating mechanic to have your house just blow over in the middle of a storm. Alright, so after I handle this storm and things are going good, maybe I'll have to wait till the sun. Well, we should make it there in time. I'll go show you that part of the map that I really like. Alright guys, so I'm a good distance away from base at this point, between the H and G 14s, and I stumbled across a cave entrance. I've already been in there to gather some materials. I ranked to level 8 and 9 real quick, but there's this cool rock face with a little bit of a cave deal inside. But what I really like, just on the other side of this cave, we have this large like lake, which is pretty cool. Definitely a neat place where you could build a base, especially with the cave being right there. That's a pretty cool idea. Got lots of berries I've stumbled across already being here. But if this is the place I remember, it gets even more interesting as you follow the lake or the river. Does it turn into a river? I think it does right up here. Hello, dear. But yeah, definitely a cool area. I believe there's a whole nother split for a valley that you can head off in that direction, which is, you know, a nice little area. So this would be, especially with the base here, this would be a nice little spot to split off and go various directions on the map. We got an area, well, that's where I came from. You have whatever is over here, and what we have going on over here I find to be very cool. Looks as though there is another biome over there, which would be the end of the playable space for this beta. But we got some silica here, but this is where I think things get pretty cool as well. We have this little river running from here down to this beautiful little waterfall. I believe there are fish down here. I believe. Fishy. We have some fishies. Okay, I don't see any currently here, but we do have a second waterfall. Oop, let's see if we can get out of here. A second waterfall leading down here. Yes, there are fish down here. Look at that. Plenty of fish, and of course, we have a third waterfall. Look at this. Just a gorgeous little area. I could definitely see like a little cottage type dwelling up here. I think that'd be really neat, especially if you get really creative with it. Once again, level 100 enemies we're starting to bump into, but yeah, especially if you got really creative and built something abstract. This is where kind of the weather system kind of takes a toll on me, because I would love to build a just gorgeous extravagant home up here, but to maintain it would be such a pain. So I don't know. But, and then of course this leading down into this big open valley is so gorgeous. Oh, it's just so cool. Fantastic area for a home, a playable space. Maybe even a place to kind of settle down for the most part, be like the main area for you and maybe some friends to build a little settlement of some kind. Do lots and lots of fishing down here. But look at that waterfall. Not to mention the other two up above, man, just absolutely gorgeous. Plenty of fishing. And is there a third? I think there is a fourth waterfall. Dang, so nice, so nice. Such a just gorgeous area. But and then this gigantic valley for you to settle down in. Just it's amazing. I haven't really explored this area at all, so there may be a cave or two down here. I don't know. Maybe tucked away in one of these little corners. I don't see anything there, but a stone for you to create your own little survival area to shelter from storms. But oh man, that's kind of a, I don't know, maybe the map will change a little bit in the open access, but this, oh, I was gonna say a missed opportunity to have a cave down here. Sure enough, we do have a cave down here. What is, okay, so this is platinum, that's gold, oh my goodness. And we got something down here. I think that's just copper, maybe some, okay, a copper, but another little water source. Very cool. Very, very cool. Anything over here? Just a little bit of coal, I believe. Yep. So, man, I kind of was hoping the water would kind of trickle into a cave, but the fact that there is a little cave here is pretty neat. Pretty neat. But you could build, as long as you build your structures appropriately, you could build like a bridge across, maybe like a dock. I don't know if boats, I don't think boats are going to be a thing, but if they are, you know, little docks for your boats or something. But man, just beautiful, beautiful area. If I could, this would be where I would settle down, create a home. So let me know what you guys think. I think that's going to be all I do for the second weekend of the open beta, or the closed beta technically, because you'd have to purchase the game in order to have access to it. But I think that's going to be it. I do want to kind of check up here on this cliff edge, see if there's anything crazy going on up there. Oh, look at that, another cave. Sure enough, we got two caves. One over there, the end of the water. Maybe there's one tucked away. I doubt it, but you know, another cave right here. We got some copper for sure, some iron. Just really, really cool. And a little, I wonder if you can fall in here. I'm gonna head it up there anyways, but I wonder if you can fall in here with a hole in the ground, or is that just supposed to be aesthetic and they didn't think that through? But I'll grab some berries because I will hopefully need them to, well, I could just die and respawn back at my bed, but yeah, I wonder, did they, I don't think they placed a hole in the ground. Could be wrong. Could be wrong, but I sure can't find it if there is. But let's head up. Kind of see what's going on up here on this edge of the cliff. Just, oh, what an awesome area. Alright. Getting a little bit low on stamina. Hopefully I didn't disrupt a bear. Or a bear to come and destroy me again. But I have a big open space up here as well. And there was that desert area. I think this would be where I gain access to it. And I do kind of want to confirm that it is going to deny us access to the desert area if, you know, if I can find a way to get there. But yeah, I think we're up here on the side of the cliff space. even more area up there. Man, this is crazy. But, yep. Up here on the edge of the cliff. Oh, that looks like that would be the area to get to the desert over there. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything up here on this edge, but very, very cool. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be it. I think I'll be able to test out the boundary for the desert, but I was in the patch notes and everything. It says that the desert is next open weekend, the next beta weekend. So I'm almost 100% sure that I won't be able to interact with the desert whatsoever at this point in the beta. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. What do you think about the game so far? What do you think about even maybe this open this oh, look at that this area that I took a look at the very end? Is this going to be where you settle down? Could you see yourself building a base in this location? I am curious, but that is going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and I hope to see you guys again in the next one. Blah.